What up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Yesterday, I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day. I can say it's different than all of these Spider-Mans you have ever seen before. And with the protagonist known as Jean Grey, she is the main protagonist through the entire movie. You get some appearances from Scorpio, but he's like taken over by Jean Grey. Spoiler alert. If you are clicking on this video, I had my brother the other day say, "Dude, on your short, you might have said some spoilers there." I was like, "Well, everybody's kind of already reviewing this movie, so if you're seeing reviews, people are going to be talking about what all is going down in the movie." I didn't say too much though of like what goes on in the movie because there's a lot in that movie to discuss. Crazy points of the movie to say for the least, and it's a movie that somehow. It's like I felt like I wasn't sure if I'm into it or not, to then getting into it where it's like pieced together so well. Like it just somehow, it can make you feel like, is this too slow, or is this, I don't know, is this like too much of a trip? Because it feels like a trip when you watch it. But then when you learn of why things are going on the way they are going, and then it all connects together with Jean Grey, it's like, whoa. Like there's just so many moments of that. I like the Easter eggs. I don't know if y'all saw my reel. I like the Easter eggs of how with Ned, he has the spider tracker. And if you ever play the Spider-Man Miles Morales games, they have the spider tracker on the game. Something else that's totally different about this movie is like side quests. You see Spider-Man doing a lot of, side quests across the city because now he's on his own. He don't got no friends. He ain't got nobody but himself. And the Punisher, like you get to see that they're not, I guess you would say they become friends, but like they're more of just acquaintances. And you see, the Punisher in there, which was just crazy to think about, because I remember watching that show back in the day. Obviously, you have the Hulk. It was really cool to see the Hulk have a return and actually be the Hulk. I mean, I would have loved to see more screen time, but he was the Hulk, man. Who else did we see in there? Tombstone. I don't know much about Tombstone, but they say he's from the Spider-Man Miles Morales animation film. So he's kind of like, I guess you would say, like when you see Spider-Man doing these side quests throughout the city, like see him get webbed up by Spider-Man. But yeah, it's like a trip type of movie, and it somehow pulls itself together where you're like, dang, that was interesting. That was crazy. That was a shock too on why Jean Grey is the way she is and stuff like that. I feel like I'm going too deep into it though with the story right now. But overall, yeah, 900 million, I believe, in the box office right now. And Doomsday comes out in November, but Spider-Man 4. Is that what? Yeah, we're on 4 right now. I can say it was better, I feel like, than the third one. I really would say that. I feel like I want to rewatch. I want to do a rewatch, so when I'm watching it from the beginning to where it carries more into the middle, I can have a whole understanding now when I'm watching it. Because you can like be like, why is this going on? Or what is this about? What the heck? What's that? What's this? And then you're like, oh, that's why. You know what I mean? So it's so much more you learn towards the middle half of everything versus the beginning. And so I probably would like to do a rewatch. I feel like it is needed if you get the chance to do a rewatch after seeing everything connect. Then there's a cliffhanger. It don't really give you much, but it's like saying Spider-Man's in space and he will return. And it's like the Ned tracker app, There's a crazy ending, that's really got people probably like, oh, wow. They probably would have liked another I'm struggling with trying to describe this. A situation that you see at the end happen with somebody else as well than just a specific person, with what this situation you will see shows on the screen. But yeah, man, I thought it was so different. I love how there's backstories in it too, because that's like how anime is. Or yeah, like I feel like anime shows backstories. You've been seeing that with Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I haven't watched 3, but 3 had a backstory about a specific character. I didn't watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but I know they did backstories. And that's like an anime thing. So I thought that was really cool. There's like, as I said, like the side quests, some of the fights and stuff, or like even the shot where there's a ship and this dude has like a blade on the ship. It reminded me of the Spider-Man 2. And I saw that Tom Holland said a lot of these like move sequences you would see was from the game, which I found cool. But yeah, I feel like I would have to do a redo, but it's like no other Spider-Man you ever seen before. There are some things I would say I wouldn't want in the movie or care for in the movie, that when you're thinking of like if you're bringing a kid to see this movie, there's some moments where it's like this wouldn't be, something for a kid to see. And I feel like also though, like, and I know it's because I've had the Lord in my life and he's changed me and renewed my mind. But like, I feel like a lot of times people are like, well, this is an adult movie anyways, or this is about a grown up Spider-Man anyways. And we throw in like grown up stuff is grown up stuff when God even tells us to be childlike. You know what I mean? So there are some things in there, like with certain types of language, not bad, but I mean, yeah, I would say like saying GD a lot. I don't think that's cool. But obviously not everybody's a believer, but when you become a believer and you know the Lord, yeah, my brother didn't like that in the movie. And there's like this scene where one of the Avengers, the newer Avengers, is like has an office in the pool and he has to like get in the pool with her. And I feel like it was kind of lustful. And it just, you never really seen that in a Spider-Man like movie, like showing them type of scenes. It didn't show nothing crazy. They were just talking, but it just, I don't know. I felt like, that wasn't something they would normally throw in a Spider-Man movie. What else? What else did I not really like? Other than that, I don't know. I probably would have to redo it, but for overall the whole movie itself, for what it was, very good writing, very good carrying it all together, where it all was how it should be. It was really like a movie where for me, I felt like I don't know if I like it or not. And then towards the end, I was like, oh wow, this all connected so well. Even Zendaya's acting and how she has a moment in the movie where it's like, dang, she has range. But yeah, overall, oh no, with Jean Grey's abilities, it really, when I was watching this at first before not knowing what was going on, her abilities and seeing what was going on with people's minds and stuff, it was like, yo, this is like spiritual warfare. Because it's a reality of like you're looking at his abilities where she can just take over people's minds and stuff. But like the reality of in real life, not abilities, like what people are going through spiritual warfare, and people have their minds being taken over all the time through, possession, things like that. And that's why, you see people having to rebuke spirits out of people. And people finding Jesus where he delivers them from spirits that are in them that are making them angry or broken or just out of their mind. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was interesting seeing, even though it's not having nothing to do with that. It's more of her abilities of why she can just move and take over people. It was also, you could look at it as like the reality of what is going on in the world today, or why people lose themselves or don't know why the things they do, because they got spirits in them. There is a real spiritual warfare in real life. So it kind of reminded me of spiritual warfare when I was seeing, these people were like, I don't know what happened, Spider-Man. I would never do that to you. It was crazy, but yeah, overall, very different movie. And I feel like I'd have to watch it again to give an overall honest thought of like, do I give this a 10 out of 10 type of movie? Because it's just one of those where it's like, I don't know, but I enjoyed it at the same time. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a blessed one.